Alright, so here's our finished product. As you can see here, it kind of curves and moves the exit point off to the side a little bit. I can kind of show you. This will kind of, so that way instead of it being perfectly straight, it actually kicks over a little bit right where we need to give us our clearances. If it was a perfect 90, it would end up right along this line, but now it's shifted over just a little bit. There's that piece for now. We'll go ahead and get this mocked up. All right, you guessed it, 2JZ swap Z32. So we mocked up the downpipe. We showed you a little bit of kind of a rough mock-up last time, but we went ahead and got it all kind of tacked in place, and we'll kind of show you a little more about it. The tube, how the tube actually starts to kick over, kind of gave me the clearance that I needed. So I was able to come out and kind of twist it so it kind of jaunts over a little to the left. And then as you can see, we kind of followed that same recipe with the wastegate. This is kind of a tight fit in here, so we use pie cuts as well to kind of jog this over and kick these pipes over to the side. And dual dump pattern down on the ground. I finished up the intercooler plumbing, just got all that back from powder coating. Finished up our intercooler plumbing all the way. As you can see, got everything back from powder coating, got our clamps, got our intercooler back. Using these new HKS blow-off valves. Decided to go with 2 blow-off valves kind of for a cool look, because in the bumper you'll actually see these things hanging out. Got our subframe back from powder coating as well. As you can see, we got it all finished up, dimple die plated, all that fun stuff. You can see our sick dump action for our wastegates down here. I'm gonna put the fucking downpipe back in. So now what we'll do is we'll get the downpipe back in there and we'll start building our exhaust. Basically just gonna do a single all the way back. We'll do a white pipe to split off, and then it'll go to our GTR titanium tips. Actually, the whole thing's gonna be titanium. What we got here is a tube cutting jig. It's made by Sequence Manufacturing, and I got it from Tycon. Basically what it is a jig to be able to cut tubes 2 inch, 2.5, and 3 inch, tie radius and loose radius. So we're gonna actually cut some 3 inch, so we'll set it for 3 inch. And really all it does is this will go in a bandsaw and it'll keep it nice and tight. That way you can be able to cut where you need to. The one thing I do like about this is you can cut it anywhere on the bend and it'll give you a nice clean cut on the bend rather than kind of guessing. And sometimes, you know, if you do it by hand, you cut it here and it might end up, you know, over here, so it's not exactly on the bend. So so we started fabricating the exhaust system. As you can see, we built a white pipe. Really all I did here is I took 245s, cut them, welded them up, and then took a 3 inch and sliced it where it needed to be. And then had to do a little bit of, I don't know, funny business to kind of get this angle to kind of dip down and kind of curve down and around, which you'll see back on the car. Really all this is 245s that I split in half and clocked them in a certain position to be able to get it to come out. But that's the white pipe. As far as welding titanium, I'd say it's pretty simple if you if you can weld aluminum, if you can weld stainless, I think you could probably figure out how to do the tie. It is thin, so it does burn pretty easy, but it's kind of like stainless and aluminum mixed together. That's my personal opinion on it. And you don't really need anything fancy. You know, I usually use this FUPA cup or a bigger 16 cup, which they nicknamed the BBW. You can all get these from Furic, sells them. The real reason for a big cup like this is it gives you a lot wider gas coverage instead of your traditional like real small ceramic cup. And then you get one that's a little bit bigger. And titanium needs a lot of argon to keep it clean, keep it from the contaminants. I run it standard 35-40 on the argon, and then standard back purge. And then I run it kind of low, anywhere between 25 to 35 amps, depending on if it's a flange or butt welded, and that's on a Dynasty. Your machine might be a little different, but that's pretty much it for that. We did get our crash bar back in signature Hutch's Welding teal. We went ahead and obviously we did the down pipe, we did the mid pipe, as you can see here. Kind of tucks up, snakes all around here, really nice. We did make a straight section here that's gonna be removable. It's gonna be a modular little straight section. All right, that's it. We're just gonna have some dumps and we're out. No, I'm kidding. So we'll go ahead and start bringing some bends out here, kind of snake it around. We'll have a straight coming out. We have our actual titanium GTR tips, and then now we made a custom white pipe, kind of the same concept. 245s, cut them, chopped them up, welded them, did some pies to get that angle back to straight, and then a little filler piece because this is like 2 3/8 going into a 3-inch V-band. Excited to hear this thing. I think it's gonna sound really, really good. What do you think it's gonna weigh? Let's find out. 29.2 pounds. It's pretty lightweight exhaust.